Hello, good morning, students. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Chandana and Sudeep are online.
Only two?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Okay. I'll start
Others
then.
will join. I'll update you.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah, in yesterday's class, we have learned about proteins. Proteins are made up of amino acids linked by peptide bond. Functions of proteins we learned. Then we moved on to structure of protein. Proteins are seen in four forms: primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary structures. After which we learned examples for those structures. Okay, we'll continue from there. After protein, next biomacromolecule which we have to learn is polysaccharide. Ganesh, I expect you to write points. You maintain one book. Okay. What is the meaning of polysaccharide? Saccharide means sugar. Poly means many sugars. Which is the basic sugar unit? What is it called? It is called monosaccharides. If many monosaccharides together link with each other to form a long chain of sugar, then it is called polysaccharide. Many monosaccharides attached to form polysaccharides. What are the examples for polysaccharides? Before taking example, let us classify polysaccharides. Polysaccharides can be classified as homopolysaccharide and heteropolysaccharide. Homopolysaccharide refers to, we'll understand later on. Homopolysaccharide is further classified into storage polysaccharide and structural polysaccharide. Storage polysaccharide includes starch, glycogen, inulin. Structural polysaccharide includes cellulose, chitin. Heteropolysaccharide includes peptidoglycan. This is the overall classification of polysaccharide which we have to learn now. Understood with the classification? Remember the examples. Shall we proceed? What is homopolysaccharide? Homo refers to same. If any chain of polysaccharide is containing same monosaccharides, then it is called homopolysaccharide. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? These are polysaccharide having same monosaccharide units. Example, already we have written starch, glycogen, inulin, cellulose, chitin. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಮೋಪಾಲಿಸ್ಯಾಕರೈಡ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಶುಗರ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಮೊನೊಸ್ಯಾಕರೈಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಯೂನಿಟ್. They are classified into storage and structural. Storage ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? There are polysaccharide which will be stored in the body, like starch in plants. Plants will be preparing, they will be doing photosynthesis. Through photosynthesis, they will prepare glucose. Glucose is converted into starch and it is stored. Hence, it is storage. Glycogen. Animals, we eat carbohydrate. It is converted into glucose. Glucose linked to each other to form glycogen. Glycogen will be stored in the liver. Similarly, inulin. Inulin is found in the tuber of plants. Which plant? Which we will list later on. Okay. So that is the meaning of storage. Structural polysaccharide andre eno? They form structure. That means cell wall of plant ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ fungus ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. That is structural polysaccharide. Let us begin with storage polysaccharide. Storage andre these are the polysaccharides which plants or animals stored. ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಚ್. Starch is a mixture of two polysaccharide. Okay, but those two polysaccharides are made up of only glucose. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದು homopolysaccharide. Okay, monosaccharide ನಾವು previous class ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದೀವಿ. ಯಾವ್ದೆಲ್ಲ monosaccharide? Based on the number of carbon atom, they are classified into trioses, tetroses, pentoses, hexoses. Pentoses example glucose, pentoses example ribose, hexoses example glucose, fructose, galactose. ಇಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಮೋನೋಸ್ಯಾಕರೈಡ್. ಇಂಥ ಮೋನೋಸ್ಯಾಕರೈಡ್ಗಳು ಯುನೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಚೈನ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ starch. Starch has two components, amylose and amylopectin. Amylose, what is this? Both are the units of starch. Amylose is a polysaccharide made up of 200 to 1500 units of glucose. Glucose ಏನು? What is glucose? Glucose ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು? ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಚ್ ಕೂಡ ಶುಗರೇ. ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. Glucose is what kind of sugar? Tell me, those who were there for yesterday's class. It is like monosaccharide. Yes, Spandana, what is glucose? Okay, it is a monosaccharide. Anta 200 to 1500 ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗಳು ಸೇರಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅಮೈಲೋಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಮೈಲೋಸ್? ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಈ ಚೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಈ ಥ್ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 200 ಅಪ್ ಟು 1500. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟ್ amylopectin. Amylopectin ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is a component of starch having 2000 to 2 lakh glucose units. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ amylopectin ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಚೈನ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು amylose. How to? So this much is clear? Please reply, students. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I will rub this side. Remember the classification which we have done. How to? What is the test to detect starch? In laboratory we do biochemical test, right? How do we find out that given sample is starch? Yeah, we have to do iodine test. How it is done? Take the sample, add drop of iodine. To the sample, when you are while adding drop of iodine, if you get blue, black color, then the given sample you can confirm that it is starch. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ only starch will give blue black color when you add iodine. Other polysaccharides won't give blue black color. What is the reason why only starch is giving blue black color? Because look at the structure of starch. It has got amylose, which is having helical structure. When you add iodine, in the helical structure, iodine is trapped. Okay? ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ, ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಅಮೈಲೋಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ it will appear blue black in color. Hence you may get a question, which component of starch is responsible for giving blue black color in iodine? Amylose component. Amylose helical structure traps iodine. As a result, blue black color is formed. Understood? Structure of starch. Next storage polysaccharide is glycogen. Humans also store polysaccharide in the form of glycogen in their liver. Glycogen ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಹೇಗಿದೆ? Glycogen is also long chain of glucose. But glycogen ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ಚೈನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಚೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್ ಚೈನ್. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೇಗೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಈ ತರ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ಈ ಥ್ರೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಥ್ರೆಡ್? Entire thread is glycogen. Units of thread? ಹೇಳಿ. Glucose. Okay. So glucose together forms glycogen. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಚಿಗೂ ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನಿಗೂ ಏನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? Starch is having helical form. Okay. Look at the sugar units of starch. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 200 to 1500, amylopectin ಅಲ್ಲಿ 200 2000 to 2 lakh, whereas glycogen has more than 2 lakh glucose units. Okay, number of glucose units are more, plus it is branched chain. Let us understand how glucose are arranged in the chain. Our structure kalibekidre we will understand monosaccharides are linked by which bond anta. How that bond is formed. Already, like while learning amino acids, we have learned 2 amino acids are linked by which bond? Tell me. Peptide bond. It is formed between amino group, carboxyl group, all those things yesterday we have understood. So similarly, let us write the structure of glycogen molecule so that we'll come to know glucose are attached by means of which bond, how it is formed. Shall we write the structure? In glycogen, you can consider it is similar to amylopectin, nearly 2 lakh glucose units, 2000 to 2 lakh, but it is highly branched. I'll mention similar to amylopectin, but highly branched. Here amylopectin is also branched, but little bit. Amylose is unbranched. Okay, shall I rub?
Explain iodine test once.
Okay, iodine test I have to explain. Iodine test is a test to detect starch. What you have to do is take the sample in a test tube. To the sample, add drop of iodine. That's what I have written. Take sample, add drop of iodine. Iodine hakuvaga, if you get blue-black color, then you can confirm that result alli baribodu. Given sample is starch. If you don't get blue-black color, it is not starch. It is some other polysaccharide. Hence, iodine test is the confirmatory test for starch. Other principle ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, why do we get blue-black color ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ, we have to go back to its structure. Starch is having a component known as amylose, whose structure is helical structure. ನಾವು ಹಾಕಿದಂತ iodine molecule ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ helical structure ಅಲ್ಲಿ it is trapped. When it is trapped in the helical structure, we will get blue-black color. That is about iodine test. Is it understood, or shall I explain with the diagram again?
Understood, sir.
Understood, right? Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Shall I rub this part? ಈಗ ನಾವು ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ಥ್ರೆಡ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇಂದ ಬರೆಯುವುದು. Thread. Do you remember the structure of glucose which we have written? Yes? Tell me the structure. Let me write it here. This is how we wrote the structure, right? In the first carbon, what is attached? H, OH, second carbon, H, OH, third carbon, OH, H, fourth carbon, H, OH, fifth carbon, CH2OH and H. This is glucose. Inta tumba glucose ide. Okay. Now they must be attached. How it is attached? Let us understand. So this is the first carbon, remember. I will write one more glucose. First carbon H, OH, H, OH, second carbon, third carbon OH, H, fourth carbon H, OH, fifth carbon CH2OH and H. ಎರಡು ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಬರ್ದೆ ಇಂಥ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಇದೆ. Look at the fourth carbon and first carbon. There is OH in the first carbon. Adjacent to that, there is OH in the fourth carbon. H2O is liberated. ಆಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? I will liberate ಇದನ್ನು ಒರೆಸ್ತೇನೆ. In between first carbon and fourth carbon, by liberation of water, there is a bond formed between two glucose units or two sugar. What is that bond formed by liberation of water between two monosaccharides called? It is called glycosidic bond. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ proteins are in proteins, amino acids are attached by means of which bond? Peptide bond. In polysaccharide, sugars, monosaccharides are attached by yadu? Glycosidic bond. How glycosidic bond is formed? It is between first carbon and fourth carbon. So such long chains are present in glycogen. HOH, HOH, OHH, HOH. Here there is again bond formation. CH2OH and H. This is just a straight chain, but we have written that glycogen is an branched molecule, highly branched it is. Branching alli hege attach agide nodu. So this is called, since the glycosidic bond is formed between first and fourth carbon, ee tara glucose bardidre nodi yavattu. Look at here. The first carbon is having H above, OH below. H above, OH below. Then we say it as alpha glucose. All these are alpha glucose. Ade OH ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದು H ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ we say it as beta glucose. Glycogen is having only alpha glucose units. Therefore, this bond is formed which is formed between first carbon and fourth carbon is called alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond. In glycogen, glucose molecules are linked by alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನೆನಪಿಡಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬ್ರಾಂಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋ ಈ ತರ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಓವರ್. Is there any doubt, students? Please reply.
No, sir.
Okay. ಬ್ರಾಂಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. ಓಕೆ. ನೋಡಿ, ಬ್ರಾಂಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ನೋಡಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. Like this. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. Did you get it? One more I will write. ನೋಡಿ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ನಂತರ so I have written 2 glucose. ಈಗ ಯಾವ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ let us understand. Now tell me, which carbon is this? Which carbon? Is it first carbon, second carbon, third, fourth, fifth, sixth? Darshan, which carbon? First carbon. Okay. What about this group CH2OH? It is attached to which it is the which carbon? This carbon is sixth carbon. Okay. ಯಾವ್ದು ಹತ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, sixth and first carbon of glucose is near to each other. So at the branches, in the first carbon, you know, there is presence of H and OH. Here there is CH2OH. ಈ CH2OH ಮತ್ತೆ OH ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, they will form bond, glycosidic bond, same by liberation of water. So we'll write a bond ಈ ತರ ನೋಡಿ. Again, in between adjacent, now this is like a straight chain. Straight chain ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವತ್ತು first carbon, this is fourth carbon, they are linked by means of alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond. So what do we understand? At the branches in glycogen chain, what kind of bonds are seen? Branching agoli ಯಾವ bond ನೋಡಿ, it is between which carbon? 1 to 6. Is it alpha glucose or beta glucose? Alpha glucose only. Alpha ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, H ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದು OH ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾನೇ. Hence this bond is called alpha 1,6 glycosidic bond. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Okay. ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಡ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಚೈನ್ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond is there. Wherever there is branching, at the point of branching, alpha 1,6 glycosidic bond is there. Simple, no? Is there any difficulty in understanding structure of glycogen? Please reply, students.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ, it is understood, same groups. This is the structure of glycogen. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮರ್ತೋಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. Do you remember? Polysaccharides are classified into homopolysaccharide, heteropolysaccharide. Homopolysaccharides includes storage and structural. ನಾವು storage start ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Storage ಅಲ್ಲಿ first we learnt about starch. Second one, glycogen. Third, one more we listed, inulin. Let us learn about inulin. Inulin is a storage polysaccharide found in bulbs. Bulb ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, that like that, bulbs of dahlia. What is the monosaccharide unit of inulin ಅಂತ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Starch is made up of, ಹೇಳಿ, starch is made up of ಯಾವುದು monosaccharide unit? starch ಇದು
Glucose.
Glucose. It is made up of 2 units, correct? Amylose and amylopectin. But ಅವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ glucose ಇರುದಲ್ವಾ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. Therefore, starch is made up of glucose. Glycogen is made up of glucose, but it is highly branched, having 1,4 and 1,6 bonds. Similarly, inulin is made up of fructose units. ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರಕ್ಟೋಸ್ ಇದೆ? About 25 to 40 fructose units. It is 25 to 35. They are also linked by glycosidic bond. So that is about storage polysaccharides. Understood? Storage polysaccharide. Next, we'll move on to one more category of homopolysaccharide. That is yado structural polysaccharide. Why are they called structural polysaccharide? Because these polysaccharides are involved usually in the cell wall formation. Cell wall gives particular structure to the cell. You may get a question. Most of the cell wall is made up of polysaccharide. Give reason. Why? Why the cell wall is not made up of protein? Why the cell wall is not made up of lipids? Why it is only made up of polysaccharide? If it is highly branched, why it should be in cell wall? Polysaccharide is the nature ಏನಂದ್ರೆ they are chemically inert. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಗ chemicals ಜೊತೆ react ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. If cell wall is having a molecule which can react easily with chemical, then it will be easily degraded. ಅಲ್ವಾ? Cell wall ಅನ್ನೋದು strength ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, protection ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. Therefore, cell wall is always having an inert material like polysaccharide. Chemically less reactive. Hence, it is found in cell wall. Structural polysaccharide. First example is cellulose. Where do you find cellulose? Cell wall of plants are made up of cellulose. Okay, any doubt? Any doubt, students?
No, sir.
Okay. Cellulose is having which monosaccharide? Let us understand. Cellulose also has glucose units, but ಅಲ್ಲಿ change ಇದೆ. It is having about 6,000 to 10,000 glucose units. Glucose is not alpha glucose. Glucose is beta glucose units. ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸಿಗೂ ಬೀಟಾ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸಿಗೂ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡುವ. ಯಾವ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ವಿಚ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್?
First carbon.
First carbon, if H is above, OH is below, alpha carbon.
Alpha.
Alpha, if H is below, OH is above,
OH is
beta.
above.
Yes, good. Now we'll write the structure of beta glucose unit linked by ಯಾವ glycosidic bond ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. First I'll write glucose. Look at the first carbon. This is the first carbon. I will write OH above, H below, because cellulose is made up of beta glucose units. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು beta glucose unit ಬರೆಯೋಣ. OH above, H below, second H and OH, OH, H, fourth carbon nodi, as usual, H and OH. Okay, now look at how I am going to form bond. Bond can be formed between OH present over here with this OH. Hege, by liberation of water. This is a bond. Can you compare? ಇಲ್ಲಿ OH ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇತ್ತು, fourth group ಅಲ್ಲಿ OH ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇತ್ತು, so linear bond. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗಲ್ಲ. Now this bond is formed between beta glucose units. It is called beta 1,4 glycosidic bond. Hence, what is a cellulose molecule? Cellulose is a polysaccharide having 6,000 to 10,000 beta glucose units linked by beta 1,4 glycosidic bond. Artha aita? That is about cellulose. Draw the structure. ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ನೋಡದೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. Understood, no students? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Second example for structural polysaccharide which we have taken is chitin. Where do you find chitin? Chitin is found in the cell wall of fungus. It is found in the exoskeleton of arthropoda. ಈ crab ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, shell of the crab is made up of chitin. Very hard. Which biomolecule is chitin? What is it? Which biomolecule? Macromolecule is correct. Which macromolecule? It is a polysaccharide. Okay. What is chitin made up of? Chitin is not having simple monosaccharides like glucose, fructose, galactose. Instead, chitin's building blocks are amino sugars. Which is that amino sugar? Amino sugar yaudandre N acetyl glucose amine. ನೋಡಿ old NCERT book ತಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ chitin is given as an heteropolysaccharide, but it is not heteropolysaccharide, it is homopolysaccharide. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ entire chitin is having only one type of sugar, N-acetyl glucosamine. ಇದನ್ನ short ಆಗಿ we can call it as NAG. Many NAG sugars are united to form chitin structure. NAG full form ಏನು? N-acetyl glucose amine. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ amine ಅಂದ್ರೆ nitrogen containing amino sugar. That's why amine. Shall I rub? Next, homopolysaccharide is completed. Storage and structural, both examples, cellulose and chitin we have finished. Now we'll move on to heteropolysaccharide. Hetero refers to different types. If a polysaccharide is having two or more different types of sugars, then it is called heteropolysaccharide. Polysaccharide having two or more different types of sugars. One example we have taken is peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ heteropolysaccharide is found in the bacterial cell wall. Why is it called heteropolysaccharide? Because peptidoglycan is composed of two amino sugars. ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, it is composed of NAG and NAM. NAG stands for N-acetyl glucose amine. NAM stands for N-acetyl muramic acid. N-acetyl glucosamine, N-acetyl muramic acid units are linked to each other continuously to form peptidoglycan. Did you understand? Why it is heteropolysaccharide? Tell me. Two different sugars. One sugar iddidire adu homopolysaccharide agta ittu. Okay, that is one example which will keep it in mind. Apart from that, there are other examples also which is made up of many different types of sugar. For your information, pectin, a sticky substance, cell ana link ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ middle lamella form ಆಗಿ, that is heteropolysaccharide. Agar is an heteropolysaccharide. These are other examples of heteropolysaccharide. Now I have a question, please answer. Why cellulose will not give blue black color in iodine? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನು? ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೆಲಿಕಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? Question is why cellulose doesn't give blue black color in iodine? Chemically inert, no? ಯಾಕೆ cellulose color ಕೊಡುದಿಲ್ಲ blue black? You Ganesh, whatever Ganesh said is partially correct.
Not helical structure.
Cellulose doesn't have helical structure as in case of starch, where its amylose component has helical structure which can trap iodine. That's why it will not give blue black color. Okay, so this is about carbohydrate. This is what you have to remember under carbohydrate. Is it understood? Any doubt in carbohydrate? Polysaccharide?
Sir, is helical structure has more hydrogen bonding?
Which helical structure?
Amylose.
Yes, it has hydrogen bonding, because in the structure of glucose you will find many hydrogen. Otherwise it is not possible to maintain that helical shape. There should be bond. Is it understood?
Sir, does it always have strongest bond?
Strongest bond is covalent bond, which is formed by sharing of electrons and all. In these molecules, such bond formation is not possible. Okay, it will be simply expensive for the cell to form unnecessarily to form strong bonds. Therefore, you will always find weak bonds. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll move further. We'll move on to the next biomacromolecule, that is ಎಷ್ಟನೇದು protein ಆಯ್ತು, polysaccharide ಆಯ್ತು, third one nucleic acid. Here we'll be focusing. Nucleic acid are made up of nucleotides. Many nucleotides together form nucleic acid. Nucleotide andre ಏನಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಹೇಳಿ? It is made up of nitrogenous base, sugar, pentose sugar and phosphate. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ nucleotide. Nucleic acids include DNA and RNA. Here we'll be focusing on the structure of DNA. DNA is called deoxyribonucleic acid. How is the structure of deoxyribonucleic acid? Structure of DNA was first given by Watson and Crick in 1952 through a model that is called double helix model. So we will be learning the structure of DNA according to the features of double helix model given by them. They said that DNA ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು is made up of two polynucleotide chain. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Poly ಅಂದ್ರೆ many, nucleotide is nitrogenous base, sugar and phosphate. ಅಂತ ಎರಡು ಚೈನ್ ಇದೆ DNA ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Hence One more feature is these two polynucleotide chains are coiled around each other to form helix. Therefore, they gave the structure. Look at the double helix structure. One chain of polynucleotide, another chain of polynucleotide. ಈ ತರ ಎರಡು ಚೈನ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದು DNA. Okay. ಈ ಚೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? Chain is made up of many units. ಈ ತರ. Chain since is made up of units of nucleotide. Since many nucleotides are there, it is called polynucleotide. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬರೆಯುವ. Okay. Nucleotide. Let us take one nucleotide. Nucleotide is made up of nitrogenous base, sugar, phosphate. Can you recall which are the nitrogenous bases? Which are the nitrogenous
Purines
bases?
and pyrimidines.
Example for purine and pyrimidine.
Purines,
Adenine.
adenine and guanine.
Guanine. Pyrimidine include?
Pyrimidine, thymine, cytosine.
Uracil illa ನೆನಪಿಡಬೇಕು. We are writing the structure of DNA.
Uracil.
Adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine only. No uracil. Sugar. Sugar present in DNA is sugar present in nucleic acid. Ribose sugar. So first I will write the sugar. Look at here. This is ribose sugar. First carbon of ribose sugar. Then this is second carbon. Third carbon. Illi CH2OH. H. So the first carbon of ribose sugar, nitrogenous base is attached. ಯಾವ nitrogenous base? Anything will write. Adenine ಆದ್ರೆ A ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. A is attached. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ನೇನು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು? ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. One more nucleotide. ನಾನು 3 nucleotide ಬರೀತೀನಿ. This is the fifth carbon. ಇಲ್ಲಿ CH2OH ಇದೆಯಲ್ವಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Here there is H and OH in the third carbon. Okay. Phosphate is attached to third carbon of one nucleotide and fifth carbon of next nucleotide. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ is attached to third carbon of one nucleotide, fifth carbon of another nucleotide. ಈ ತರ. Since phosphate is bound at two regions to the sugar, it is called phosphodiester bond. Okay. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ? Sugar and phosphate are attached by means of phosphodiester bond. ಯಾಕೆ ಡೈ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. I will mention here, this is phosphodiester bond. ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ನೆನ್ಪಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಟು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಫ್ pentose sugar ribose. What's will link the nitrogenous bases. I will write G over here, T ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. Here third carbon is having H and OH. Watson and Crick said DNA has 2 polynucleotide chain. And remember, these 2 polynucleotide chains are anti-parallel to each other. Anti-parallel ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Since almost it's time, let us not write the other chain today. Next class we will write the other chain. For time being, you remember features of Watson and Crick model. They said DNA is made up of 2 polynucleotide chains. It is in the form of helix. They run opposite. They are anti-parallel to each other. Anti-parallel ಗೆ ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ, one chain starts from 5 prime. The same chain ends with 3 prime. Another chain starts from 3 prime, ends with 5 prime. ಇಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದು ಏನಂತ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡುವ. ಓಕೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. So today's class we have learned that what is a polysaccharide, classification of polysaccharide, examples of polysaccharide with structure. Then we just began structure of nucleic acid DNA. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಚೈನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಬಾಂಡ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಯುವ. Is it understood, students? Any doubt in today's class? Please ask.
No, sir.